What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and welcome back to The Madness. This is the first video in this 2-for-1 series. This is part 2 of most notorious drug addicts in movies, and we will look at another group of addicts that were tragic, hilarious, and iconic. As always, put how you feel in the comments, and let's get it.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the V cuts. Living's on the
The first fried cocaine smoking ass nigga on this list is not one that we actually saw do crack, but the way we find out, to me, is one of the most hilarious and unintentionally funny moments that will forever live in the black community. It created a line that many of us have said, even if we don't know somebody that does crack. Some call them Sams, but I call them Big Nasty. And number 5 is Thomas Sams from the movie Lean on Me.
Go on, jump.
No, I don't want to jump.
Yes, you do. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
yes.
That line will live in infamy. I know that's supposed to be a serious scene, but you yelling at this man, don't you smoke crack? If you was yelling that at me, I'd be crying laughing, bro. Like, that's an unintentionally funny moment, but still a moment that many of us have used, going to get hit with at some point. I think Sam's was a great story of redemption. When Mr. Clark confronted Sam's, it was real tough love that he needed, but damn was it hilarious. I just thought bro was a bad-built, big dust-ass young nigga. Whole time, Buddy's a functioning crackhead, smoking that rock.
I want some crack.
Then that man tripped me out because he passed out jump roping. Young me just thought, oh, that man big. Whole time, it's the crack creeping up on his ass.
Oh, holy cow. I'm out of here.
Number 4 on this list is one of the most abnormal crackheads on this list. She had the typical story of an addict, strung out on drugs, looking nasty as hell, but because she's from the Tyler Perry universe, you have to know that some type of bullshit is possible. And number 4 is the only one on this list whose detox process consisted of hardly any rehab and just singing the crack away. And number 4 is Deborah from the Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Get the fuck out.
Fuck out of here immediately. She went from looking disheveled, junky as hell, jittery, just overall cracked out, to showing up to church singing the crack out of her system.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Powerful niggardry. Tyler Perry, get your shake that ass, sea otter looking ass back. This some diabolical shit. And I used to laugh because she must have went to rehab over the course of like a weekend, because I remember her daughter coming up to her telling her like, we got service Sunday. And bruh, you show up to church just to sing the rest of the crack out your system?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
This is not how this shit worked. Deborah just wasn't in the crack deep enough for me.
Hold on, pause.
She's a low-key disgrace to the cinematic crack verse. She wasn't Pookie, she wasn't Gator level of a crackhead, but she did the unthinkable. Being the first crackhead to sing and then not be for the next hit. She beat the odds and sang that shit out of her system.
I want some crack.
Next up at number 3 on this list is easily one of the most notorious on this list. He started as a flashy lead singer singing to the hoes, but his downfall is one that the black community has made unintentionally funny for years. At number 3 is Eddie King from the movie The 5 Heartbeats.
Don't get mad, I'll take your bitch, nigga.
Eddie King set the tone as not only the lead singer for the 5 Heartbeats, but the best singer in the group. His life mirrors the real-life tragedies that many in the music industry went through. He was a wild boy and a cautionary tale, but one scene ensured that he'd be an inside joke for black people for years to come.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Nights like this.
Madagascar mud cricket looking ass nigga. Eddie full on strung out on that shit, popped out the alleyway in what should be a sad moment but ultimately got turned into a hilarious moment that'll forever be talked about. You can hit this line with anything. If I step out clean as hell, you might hear a nigga make this noise for no reason at all.
Dang.
Crack is whack. I do freebase though.
The line is universally used for everything except talking about how sad the situation is. That man popped out the alleyway looking like the product of Whoopi Goldberg letting a gremlin fuck. We turn his trauma into total comedy. And number 2 on this list is a freaked out and extremely desperate ass crackhead. My boy ass hit rock bottom for sure. And number 2 is the crackhead from Menace to Society.
Oh man, I got $2 for you, man. I know I'm a little short, but
Say it one more time.
If you woke up broke, your ass should have never went to sleep.
Okay.
Now, up until he died, he was a typical stanky booty ass crackhead that stayed begging. Watching, I never saw anything out of the norm, just another symbol of the crack epidemic and another sad case. Now that shit eventually took the meanest turn in a big ass way. The shock value he had is something that would be talked about for forever.
Yo, dog, hurry up!
come on, man. Wait, man. Man, I'll suck your dick.
Oh, you about to suck that motherfucker, bro? You know how damn bad you gotta be to want a cock me sandwich, G? Man, crack is whack, and this situation escalated way too fast. My boy went from buying burgers to full-on cracked out, trying to treat old dog like Arby's and get the meat.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Going in clean and coming out trying to eat the dick is crazy. Then old dog man shit worse when he asked them folk this.
Any of y'all want a hamburger?
Man, take your silverback squirrel looking ass on.
Cut that bitch off!
My number 1 is the most dangerous and for sure the most reckless. We're talking about someone who would get drunk and do booger sugar. And number 1 is Whip Whitaker from the movie Flight.
Whoa! Shit!
Whip had to get number 1 on this list. That boy was indeed wildin'. To fly a plane off that cane and being drunk is crazy behavior. I don't think it gets worse than being a full functional addict and flying the plane. He's the type of nigga to keep doing coke and drinking just cause he feel like it's helping him get through.
I want some crack!
This is the type of thing that would play on my mind getting on the plane. Couldn't believe what I was watching. The fact that he was even bold enough to do it is crazy. And it's wild how he used to rationalize his behavior. It was interesting to see him be like a representation for a different kind of addict. And that's one that's accomplished, respected, and skilled, yet he was still enslaved to his addiction.
On the morning of the accident,
I was drunk. I'm drunk now.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Now, I didn't laugh too much when I saw this character, simply because it's terrifying that a pilot can be down this bad. It's the type of shit that'll make you rethink getting on a plane every time. Whip Lip had Parkinson's sitting on the stand telling his story, bro. And his story is a lesson that the most capable people can still be destroyed by substance abuse.
The Southern playlist, the Cadillac funky music. Ooh. Now players, if you choose it, you better make sure you don't abuse it. Cause we gonna get you high. We gonna get you high. The Southern playlist, the Cadillac funky music.
Now we get into the second part of this video where I talk about my favorite revenge moments. Revenge is one of the most powerful things in movies and TV shows, and when it's done right, can leave you cheering, shocked, or even conflicted. Whether it's a character getting justice after years of pain, or someone snapping back in a way nobody saw coming. Revenge scenes stick with us long after the credits roll. Come with me as I count down my top 5 favorite revenge moments, and as always, tell me your favorite revenge moments in the comments below.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the V cuts. Living's on the
Number 5 on this list is one of my favorite revenge moments of all time. And one of the funniest on this list, if not the funniest. It's a moment that lets you know revenge can do a full circle and come back to you. This person was weird, yes, but low-key deserved his revenge. Number 5 is Steve Stifler from the American Pie series, specifically American Reunion.
Oh yeah! It's the Vikings coming back to Great Harbor! Deck the halls, 5 high-grade balls! Wipe my ass and lick my balls! It's Stifler time, baby!
American Pie is one of my favorite franchises of all time. And Stifler was a freaky weasel looking ass nigga that stayed on BS. And specifically, he used to stay on his friend Finch ass all the time. That's until Finch started finding out what Stifler mama mouth was like in a real way.
You're not finished yet, are you, Finchy?
No, ma'am. Just getting started.
Nasty bitch.
Finch would go on to blow Stifler mama back out for like the next 2 or 3 movies anytime the gang came back in town, up until a reunion. Now I know Stifler was a dick, but beating your friend mama box is crazy, and it shouldn't happen, but I guess karma was coming for Stifler. Where Finch fucked up was, he kept doing it. One time a blessing her is okay, but bruh got greedy.
Fucking hate not hating you.
I did fuck your mom. Twice.
Finch never realized he was living in a glass house, yet he kept throwing rocks at Stifler for years. Yeah, karma will ultimately set Stifler up to win the war when he was losing the battles for years, simply because Finch mama looked way better than Stifler hippopotamus built ass mama. But they common denominator was that they both was old freak ass ready ass hoes.
I like to handle a stick and cradle those balls.
Stifler got the ultimate get back. As bad as I want to put some more clips of American Pie in this video, I can't, because I know they gonna flag the video. Number 4 on this list is why you should watch Leading with Disrespect. Ton of Vietnam War veteran, fresh out of the war zone, someone who had to kill at an abnormal rate and see death at an abnormal rate is probably not a good decision. That won't go over well. Coming in at number 4 is Anthony from Dead Presidents, specifically when he beat the hell out of Cowboy.
You know what I think? I think y'all was some goddamn fools going over there fighting that white man's war. My boss man, Cuddy, I thought that might ring a bell. You used to tap that ass while you was opening your mouth.
That Pitbull Cub looking at that nigga went 2-0 with the insults. To be bold enough to talk about another man's wife, really to be bold enough to talk about another man's service and his wife getting drilled is crazy.
Relax with eyes. Get on top and start to ride until you feel the beat. And I'm gonna feel the good day.
This was another full circle revenge moment. Earlier in the movie, Cowboy hold Anthony. He put his hands on him because he wasn't trying to pay that bread for that loss. Cowboy did that to Anthony when Anthony was ignorant to life itself. Anthony didn't know any better. This second time around, I love this moment because Anthony wasn't going for it. He didn't tolerate the disrespect. He'd seen death and he had taken lives at this point, so he wasn't going for the khaki color energy Cowboy was giving off.
Damn!
He powered up and nipped that shit in the bud immediately. I am pro watch what you say to people. It's good to re-meet people too. Who someone is when you first met them can be totally different than who they are when you meet them again. That's even after like 1 year, because you didn't know what they went through in that 1 year, that 2 years, however long it was. What that person allowed at that time may have stuck with them and gave them a lesson to never let that shit happen again. Cowboy found that out the hard way. Third moment on this list had multiple people standing and cheering in the theater when it happened. It was one that wasn't more about payback, but it was more about survival. And number 3 is Chris from Get Out, getting revenge on that freaky ass yeesh yeti of a family.
Fool with a brother, right? You want a brother who got 2 strikes on him to go to jail for life, my friend.
I love a scary movie where they have all the black people doing the right thing every time, and that's getting out of the bullshit. Chris' moment of revenge sticks out because he did the unexpected, especially when he put that cotton in his ears to help him get out of the situation. Chris turned the tables with raw determination, and he flipped the horror on the people that created it. Armitage family got put in a pack. I think being in the audience and seeing the tension build the entire movie was really an experience. Everyone was in the crowd screaming, "Yeah, nigga," and all types of things. And to see Chris escape in the end was very satisfying. And then number 2 is one of the greatest revenge arcs ever put on the screen, with some of the most blood I've ever seen in an action movie. When they talk about get backs, this character has to be in the conversation. She was left for dead and came back and killed everyone that had something to do with it. And number 2 is Beatrix Kiddo from the movie Kill Bill.
Very funny, bitch. Very funny, bitch.
Put Prime Vivica in a pack. And she tried to spare her a little, but the cold part about it is what she told her daughter.
When you grow up, if you still feel raw about it, I'll be waiting.
Everything about Beatrix's revenge art is cold as hell and so detailed. And I've watched this movie so many times to see those details. Why I love it so much is because she doesn't just go after her enemies. She dismantles them one by one in ways that match their personalities.
もし力が残ってるといいけどね。でなきゃ5分と身が持たないよ。
Bitch, please.
Now, she told her she wouldn't last 5 minutes, and if you start this scene from the time Ornishi steps forward, Ornishi is killed at 4 minutes and 59 seconds. That's some poetic justice for your ass. Every step of the way was justice for her, all the way up until she killed Bill with that 5-point exploding heart technique. Beatrix got her daughter back, and again completed one of the greatest revenge arcs in movie history. Number one revenge moment on this list is the most satisfying and powerful moment on this list. I think the one category of movie that I've grown to dislike over time are slave movies, and in most of them you never see the proper rebellion, or the slaves fight back. Although fiction, this character's revenge moment for him and his wife felt like the proper way. And number one is Django putting all them crackers in the dirt.
I like the way you die, boy.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir. Django putting mayo monkeys in the trash can quick. We watched his journey unfold in stages, from losing his dignity to gaining it back and going to get his family. This ain't no 12 years a slave. Django walked right up to the plantation, tore it apart from the inside. Everybody had to go. But my favorite was when he packed Steven, aggressive shitbug looking ass up. It felt good to see a movie where the slaves destroy the oppressor. Django riding away with Broomhilda was the ultimate chef kiss to a beautiful situation. He fought back and won, and I always felt a moment like that was needed.